Sometimes you wake up and you wonder just what you're doing with your life. People ask me, Josh, how do I become a good streamer? And I tell them, if I know, I'd have done it. What I can tell you is what I'm doing. Does it work? Yes. Should it work? No. Decisions, mistake. Do the opposite of what I run. Whatever this is, find something else and do that instead. I think, and the reason I do this, people forget that entertainment is not about the amount of energy or effort you put into it. It is about what the audience get out of it. I've tried to explain this to so many people. So many people try YouTube and they come to me and they say, Josh, I spent months or weeks editing this video, scripting it, working on it, putting so much effort in. I put it out and then it got no views. And then the next day I put out a video that was super easy to make, tens of thousands of views. Why? And I say to them, look, it doesn't matter how much effort you put into making something. What matters is what the audience get from it. If you spend all day in the kitchen cooking an incredible meal and then you bring it to me and it is a burnt pile of junk, I'm not going to say it's okay that you spent enough time making it, even though what you've given me is crap. I'm going to understand and appreciate the effort you put into it. No, I care about the meal that you give me. I don't care how long it takes you to make it. If anything, I'd be more impressed if you could make it fast. If you spend 5 minutes and bring me something that's perfect, I'm going to judge it off that. Sometimes the best kind of result is fast and quick and efficient. If you've ever worked with a professional and been annoyed that they work fast and you felt like you're being ripped off because you're paying and they're not even taking that long to do the job, sometimes what you're paying for is the time that you're getting back by them doing the job quickly. So I say to people that you don't actually need to judge yourself by how much effort you put into something. You need to judge it by what the audience are getting from it. And I say to people, look, enough people remember the aesthetic that I've got going on the screen right now. People find it funny. People find it silly. Knowledge and entertainment is not free. You pay with your time and your attention. Even if you're giving it no money, you're still paying it with your time. You're still paying it with your attention. Only when you value it beyond that and you have the cash free do you pay for it in any other way. But something can be entertaining and easy. Something can be boring and full of effort. Hi Josh, I know you're scared to give EVE Online a review. I am. Would you give the new one game a try, Tom of the Frontier? Potentially. Thanks for all the content. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. The thing is, here's the problem. If I spend absolutely ages working on a video, like I am doing, I get messages every day, where content, where content, where content, have you quit, have you stopped YouTube, where content. So I have to put out videos faster. So I put out videos faster and I get comments that are just floods of, didn't play the game long enough, doesn't understand it, doesn't know what it's on about, should have played it for months more, I've played thousands of hours, why haven't you? So if I put out videos quickly, I get berated for not putting enough time into them. And if I decide to put enough time into them, I get berated for not putting out videos quickly enough. People. What a bunch of bastards. That's the general vibe I'm bringing to the stream now. It is weird that we want you to produce content, but it needs to be good enough and detailed enough to satisfy us who've been playing for many, many years. When am I WoW on worst MMO ever when? When I need to retire. I've explained that basically, whenever I put out a worst MMO ever of a popular game, I know it's going to get more views. So I'm just saving that for when I want a massive amount of money all in one go. And what I'll do over a month, I'll drop like worst MMO ever, WoW, Elder Scrolls, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy 14. I'll just drop everything. All there at the same time. You know, we'll fully cash in on that, and then I'll ride off into the sunset. Won't most of your viewer base die by then? Well, I talked through why I've got that Magic the Gathering card in front of me yesterday. Was anyone not here for that? It's very important. It's really sad in a way, but it's important to me to have. Was anyone not here for the Black Cleave Cliffs discussion? So, this is a Magic the Gathering card. Anyone in chat play Magic the Gathering? Anyone in chat understand how Wizards of the Coast work? I've worked with Wizards of the Coast before, so I've got a great deal of respect for the game of Magic the Gathering. I respect the game, I enjoy the game, I love the game. I do, however, feel that the greed of many companies negatively impacts the player experience of the game. Sometimes you value content over quality. Sometimes you are just caring too much about the numbers and not enough about whether the actual thing you're producing is as good as it could possibly be. If I wanted to make an absolute crap ton of money on YouTube, all I would have to do is become a reaction streamer. Because if it takes me 2, 3 weeks, even a month to make a video, and I put it out and it gets however many views, in one day I could have watched a longer video, reacted to it, uploaded it, got more views than the original, made twice as much money as the original, and I could do that 30 days out of a month. Which means when you consider the amount of effort I will be putting in, I could be producing, I did the maths on this, 45 times my income if I became a reaction streamer. I could do that. I would gain 45 times the amount of money. However, the flavor text on this card reminds me of something. The flavor text is the italic text at the bottom. It reads, "When ambition meets industry, passion is poisoned by greed." I have the ambition to become successful. The problem is, as soon as I start doing it on an industrial scale, I forget why I wanted to become successful in the first place. I wanted to entertain people. As soon as I make that robotic, as soon as I make it corporate, as soon as I make it industrial, I lose something that I can't get back, which would be something I'm not personally willing to sacrifice. That's why that's there.
In my sights.
That's why, instead of making worst MMO ever WoW, I'm playing Path of Exile 2 with a screen on Twitch made to look like it's straight from the mid-2000s. Because on some deep, dumb level, this makes me happy. And I think it makes you happy too. That's why I only accept sponsors from companies that I actually use. I like Gamer Subs. I like working with Grinding Gear Games. I like working with Good Old Games. They're decent people that I think have got their hearts in the right place. If they didn't, I wouldn't be here.